So we're going to take a parting straight down the middle. If you put your finger at the bottom of the nape of the, you can guide then where you're going to with your parting, okay? I'm going to have to give this a little brush because it was left to dry naturally yesterday. Okay. And then put your finger just behind the back of their ear, use your finger again and just clip that out the way. And then we'll do the same this side, okay? So put your finger just behind the ear and then run your finger down and section it. You've got a guide to work to then. And clip that one out the way. Okay. Right. Straight line. Oh, can I turn the phones off? Right, so what do we do next?
Flip one side up, the other.
Okay, flip one side up. Yep.
Section.
Some more clips.
Yes, but you've got to stop it.
Clips, girls, can anybody help me with clips?
So there.
Where are they?
And just inside there. Thank you. Thank you. Never got enough out. Thank you. So that's why it's important to prepare your workstations first. Okay, so we've got our 4 sections. Let's watch what he does next. Yes, please, thank you.
Using our finger,
Yep.
with the tong also in a horizontal position, we wrap and twist with our wrist the hair under the tong for root drag. Twisting the hair as we wrap will give us a retro curl rather than a princess curl. We are not going too close to the root or concerning ourselves with twisting the hair to the ends, which will all add to the contemporary finish of the twisted tong. Leave the hair on the tong for 10 seconds.
So we're going to take a parting straight down the middle. If you put your finger at the bottom of the nape of the, you can guide then where you're going to with your parting, okay? I'm going to have to give this a little brush because it was left to dry naturally yesterday. Okay. And then put your finger just behind the back of their ear, use your finger again and just clip that out the way. And then we'll do the same this side, okay? So put your finger just behind the ear and then run your finger down and section it. You've got a guide to work to then. And clip that one out the way. Okay. Right. Straight line. Oh, can I turn the phones off? Right, so what do we do next?
Flip one side up, the other.
Okay, flip one side up. Yep.
Section.
Some more clips.
Yes, but you've got to stop it.
Clips, girls, can anybody help me with clips?
So there.
Where are they?
And just inside there. Thank you. Thank you. Never got enough out. Thank you. So that's why it's important to prepare your workstations first. Okay, so we've got our 4 sections. Let's watch what he does next. Yes, please, thank you.
Using our finger,
Yep.
with the tong also in a horizontal position, we wrap and twist with our wrist the hair under the tong for root drag. Twisting the hair as we wrap will give us a retro curl rather than a princess curl. We are not going too close to the root or concerning ourselves with twisting the hair to the ends, which will all add to the contemporary finish of the twisted tong. Leave the hair on the tong for 10 seconds.
Just use your finger.
Can we open the window?
Yeah, of course you can. So when we use the tongs, can you see there, Emily? Yeah? Do you want to come forward a bit more so you can see? You manage your chair? Yeah? They are heavy. You manage? That's it. Come forward a bit more so you can see. Alright? You're very quiet today. Right, okay, so when we wrap the hair round the tongs, we twist it as we go, so we get that nice effect. So 10 seconds, slide it off, cup it in your hand, so we allow it to cool. You can feel it cooling down, and then tease it out. The smaller your tongs, the tighter the curl effect will be. So we twist it as we go around, and you don't have to worry about going right to the ends. Cup it in your hand again. It cools.
That's beautiful, so.
Thank you. Okay.
Do it in just one so you don't see it.
Yeah. That's the thing, we've always been used to doing a lot smaller sections.
I know, yeah, that's right, little spiral curls. No, straight horizontal.
Yeah, it's like when we do the big and bouncy,
Yeah.
the size of the sections.
Oh, I know, yeah, they're huge
You all say,
compared to
don't
what-
you? Gosh,
yeah.
aren't they big
Yeah, they-
sections?
And
Yeah.
that brush as well, it hurts your wrist.
Yeah.
It's like so much tension on it.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
No, I had it
Yeah.
into the word out with that big and bounces.
Oh.
It's too hard.
Yeah.
She's always moaning.
You do get used to it, but it is difficult.
It's
just-
surprising
not
how
for
you
bottom,
strengthen
when you're
up.
trying to,
Yeah.
curl it under.
Yeah.
No, that was, which one was that? The bigger,
The big and bouncy one.
Yeah.
They just did it, they just...
Yeah, but you've got a lot of hair.
It was so heavy.
Oh, on your
Yeah.
hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, it's...
I bet
it's
the twisted
really-
tongue would be nice on
I know,
yours.
that's what Shannon's going to do.
One of my evening students did the big and bouncy last night for an assessment, and the girl's hair looked stunning.
It looked nice on my hair. It looks quite nice on
Killer.
her hair as well, because I look on Shannon's hair and it looks
Yeah,
like
my hair's on the side.
really
Nice.
not
Yeah.
take a picture. No, I forgot.
I know, didn't it?
It's not big stuff.
You want to take photos, you know,
I always
and
do. I always
tag us into it so we can see them.
I need
Why am I
to
not
tag you in.
surprised.
Tamara had twisted tongue, didn't you? It
Oh,
looked
yeah.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
I put it
that's
on Facebook. I must send it to you.
Yeah.
It was lovely.
Chelsea wants to be recognised soon. Please talk about Chelsea.
Oh, you want to be famous, do you?
Already am. Go be famous.
Trouble is, look what happens when you're famous to that Kardashian
Oh,
woman,
yeah.
lady. £9 million worth of jewellery.
Oh, that's
Apparently it was
totally
less famous who did it.
Oh yeah, it's some
That-
famous group or something.
What?
Oh, yeah,
French.
Something
Yeah,
Panthers or
that-
something who robbed her.
Well, they said, you know, you're advertising it all on Facebook and Twitter.
It's true, isn't
Yeah. Right, we're now making sure we're dragging it. So we've got to the ear, so we do not go right up to the roots, okay? So we're dragging it to get a much natural effect. That's just scandalous, £9 million.
I know,
worth of
it is. You just
jewellery.
can't imagine having jewellery
Yeah,
worth that
I
much.
would be scared to wear it.
Yeah, because their engagement ring was stolen.
Why, what
And it was,
happened?
that was worth like 3 million itself.
Oh my goodness.
See Kanye West in his concert, he just singing, he's like, sorry guys,
Family
go,
emergency.
family mercy.
That's a miracle, isn't it?
Yeah.
He got a private jet. Yeah, but then she was rushed onto a private jet back to the US, but under a massive scarf thing, like, get on. Get on the plane.
See, that's what happens when you're famous.
And you
Yeah.
have to open another group.
I
know a
famous
feeling.
as that woman
It is.
where she's got
Famous like she's so
Do you have to fight off the paparazzi, do you?
Gail.
That
I've got
must
my
be.
little bodyguard,
Oh,
Hannah.
have you? Oh, Hannah's your bodyguard, is she?
She's the one who made me get a grizzly. I did not.
We're going to take all the talking off this.
I know, you should mute it.
What did you think was going to happen?
No, we're allowed to talk about.
Well, I didn't do mine round the lips. She done it all the way round.
Don't even ask.
Yeah.
You saw the
Don't
question
even ask.
for me.
Yeah.
Now what happened, right, I said from the lid and it froze my lip under here.
You tried to plump your lips up.
You did what?
I tried, I did a deodorant lid and I wanted them to go big.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of going big, my whole bottom lid just went all like blue.
Then took a shot because we laughed at it.
No, I was trying to have serious conversation with people and everyone's like, I can't even look at y'all. I wouldn't even, so I went in a little mood. I went, a little mood. Out of the room.
Oh, hey Anna, are you trying to be
Okay, so that's that side done. The side now, can you all see? Alright.
Do you know when he's on video though? Do you know when he's doing it this side? It says it goes over, but it doesn't. It's still going the
Going
same
under.
way.
Yes, he did say over,
Does he?
didn't he? Yeah. Okay. So what you can do, so like this lady's got quite a crinkle effect in her hair because she was left to dry naturally. So what you can do is just rub your tongs down to just smooth that out, okay? So then we do the same technique, twisting it.
It's gonna be, no, you stay there, you're alright. I'll just go.
You're all right.
She's on this one. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, slide it off, let it cool. Is there anybody that's not done this or don't feel confident with this one?
I did it quite good. I've not done it.
All right, okay.
Make my tops a bit tricky.
Last week.
Yeah.
You go in.
Yeah, because you're swapping sides. Or, oh, you mean when you come to the front, when you go to vertical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Tuesday.
really bad?
Emily.
You're right. Can you see? You can't see me.
Do you want to come and sit here?
Come and
Come
sit
sit over here.
Is there stool there?
It's alright, I had more time, it shouldn't come back.
She can't see very well there.
Emily, you're in the video, you're going to be famous.
No, no. Okay, so you can use your tongs again, remember, to smooth it. If it's a bit fuzzy, uneven. And leave your ends out so it's more natural. Let it cool in your hand again.
Sue, are you making sure it's all melting together?
Yes, it is, it's melted.
She's melting.
I'm melting.
She's a pro.
Oh, thank you. I might have been hairdressing a long time, but you can always learn new things. They actually say if you stop learning in hairdressing, you might as well give up because you're not up to date with all the new techniques.
True.
I think it gets you excited and sort of interested again. Like when you go to Salon International, you're like, oh, I'm going to have a go at that when I get back.
Yeah, it's
try
true,
different
yeah.
things out.
You
Yeah.
never know everything. There's always something to
Yeah, it's always something new. So let that cool in the hand again. One more here, and then we'll move on to the sides. And remember, only wind it from ear level down because we want to get that drag, more natural effect. And let that cool. And make sure it's blended.
They're watching you, so.
They are. So that's the back section done.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Oh good, thank you.
That's just all right.
Yeah. So twist it as you go. Don't need to leave it quite so long.
So,
Yeah?
how are we going to do it on each other? There's an odd number.
Oh, right, okay. Maybe have to double up. Someone that's got a lot of hair, if like Ellie Mae's getting hers done, they could work two of you on her. They see you are famous then, aren't you?
I am so.
There you go, you see. You're famous. Having two people work on you.
I've not had videos for 2 days.
Do you know why I'm famous, though?
No.
Because I'm just so beautiful. I'm so vain.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's what we said last week, isn't it? Modish. But it's not. What's your real name?
Precious.
Fresh.
Precious.
Oh, that's going on Twitter. Right, it's not funny, sir. Right? I came out the opposite.
Mine's Chelsea Kate.
So you get a softer effect at the front. Right, we're going to turn around and do exactly the same on this side, up to the recession. Oh dear, we're keeping you up.
You should always have good posture in pictures.
And then slide it off into your hand and let it cool. So you're getting a much softer effect here.
Can I ask a question? Does
Yeah.
he make them all himself? Like, does he come up with all the ideas? Who comes
Well,
up with them?
no, it's some of these and some across industry's finest. So people that have got like top salons, they might be salon owners, they might be session stylists. The one that did heated rollers is Hadley. He's a session stylist. So just sort of the people that are top of the game really.
Yeah. So how has Lee got his name on all of them then?
This is his brand. They've developed them for him, with him. Yeah, he's had to approve them all, obviously, but just people that, like the guy that's done all of the colour recipes, Adam Brown. He's a red pen artist. He works mainly in New York now. So he's developed them for Lee Stafford Education.
Name a famous person who's done his hair on.
Oh, he's done such a lot. He's done loads.
I want to know what famous person.
Then that's confidentiality, as you know, isn't it? Under the data protection.
I am famous.
Yeah.
I should get my hair
Could be.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's under the date.
Yeah, I thought it was I took it from my old school.
So, London.
Yeah. It's nice to use that because you use all the same words all the time, and it's nice to actually.
You know, some
So
stuff.
it sounds a bit more like me.
Where are you from?
He lives in Soho.
Down south a little bit, but not as far down south as him.
That,
Oh, he's from Chelsea.
Yeah, he's from that way, isn't he?
Oh, I
He
thought
doesn't
you.
know me. No. I just sound like I do. I pick up my other half's accent.
Oh,
He's from
yeah.
Welling Garden, so I sound
Oh,
like him.
right, okay. I do that if I'm with people
It's
that's got a
terrible.
strong accent. You find you mimic them, don't
You
you?
do?
Yeah.
I used to work for a lady that came from Newcastle, and I used to start talking like her.
Adore? Oh, see, I'd be mimicking you all the time, and I wouldn't mean to, but I would end up doing it.
You don't realise you're doing it, do you?
I just don't think I sound any different.
So these are much softer, these first ones.
These are lovely, I like them.
What? Do you want your hair done?
It's a lovely effect.
It is.
I'm getting my hair done.
So don't forget your vertical section first. So that one, so
Death.
So you go in
Oh right, yeah, I know it's that one.
that way and then
That's
moving
it.
them that way.
That's
That's it.
right.
See, that's what confuses me.
It's because you're changing, isn't it, from doing vertical sections, horizontal sections the whole time, to splitting it into the.
It's really nice to see a collaborative learning environment, by the way, everyone. The fact that like everyone in this room is actually learning here. So Sue's learning as well as you're learning.
Yeah.
You're all working together. It's really nice to see like, everyone doing it.
They're a lovely group, these are.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Do you think it's better than last year's? I know some of us were from
Well, I was
last
going
year.
to say it was level 1 last year. I'm not going to say, but it's nice, calm area right now. Very pleasing talking to them.
Well, I was
So that stays clipped out the way, then you do this side,
Right,
then
then
horizontal.
do them laughter.
And
So
then
you
I'm
don't want to get a big tell I don't know
Yeah,
what
no, you're fine. You carry on. You're doing well.
Right, okay, let's do this side then. They went very loose, those ones. Rob? Oh, in case you're in there?
No, because then I don't have to shout I did it.
So just remember to the top of the ear.
Got a sore shoulder, so she's giving me a massage.
And let it cool in your hand. I think my tongs went off a bit there.
Go back and do them again
Yeah.
if they have, that's fine, if they've switched off. Don't forget your top. These front two sections you aren't doing until you've done them two.
Yeah. That's where I get a little bit confused on that. Sections. You have to sort of think of your sections going up, because like, I haven't left myself so much there, so maybe your sections need to be a bit smaller as you're going up. And don't forget when you go into the ear, top of the ear.
I'll say I found on the back like 7 sections and inside 3.
Yeah, and that'll depend as well on the density of the hair.
Yeah.
Tingers, she has tingers. She's whole space. And that big bum.
I've still got grease in this. I was showing how to do hot oil, and I
Oh,
put
yeah.
some on here, and I shampooed it out, but it's still greasy. I knew that wasn't a good idea, practicing it on them.
Milk.
Right, okay, so now we're going to change our angle. Right.
So when you're doing that, wait.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, but you get money, sir.
Do you?
Yeah,
Are
go
you
on
okay
it.
though, sir?
Sorry?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank
Oh my
you.
god, what is that?
Right, okay, so we're taking our tongs
That's it.
vertically now.
Quite a nice day today.
And leave this one for a little bit longer because we want a nice strong effect on these. And that's it. I don't want to lose, so we need to let them cool in our hand. And one more this side. Can you see?
Yeah. No, not really well.
Let that cool in your hand again. Make sure it all melts in together. And we're going to do exactly the same.
Spin around just
Yeah,
so.
this side.
That's it. It is warm, isn't it?
Have
It's
you
like
opened the
sun.
windows?
Yeah,
It's opened one window.
Mm-hmm.
One window from this whole big tresham. They're not really good, they're actually they're just coming from the neighbours, but they're not actually trying. It's their own thing. Yeah. They look like Megan's machinery, they're not. You can tell.
That.
Right.
Twisted in it.
I think we should all take a picture.
Oh, yeah.
No, like, and send it. Like,
Do you want
all
a
of-
group picture?
Yeah, that's
when
what I mean.
yeah, when
Yeah.
she's done, we will do.
We have to get the smallest, the medium, to the biggest.
I'll be at the
Yeah.
back.
I'll be at the front. Even though I'm quite tall, like a little tall, I want to be at the front.
Oh, I wonder why.
And I want to stand out more. Should put my lipstick on today.
Yeah, put your lipstick on.
I know, sir. I should have. I didn't realise. Should have told me yesterday. Should have gave me a quick email this morning.
I didn't get the news. Right, okay, we're on the last one. Quite hard to twist it till you
Yeah, it is, because you've been doing it one way and then you sort of have to think about.
Right. What do we have to do now?
Clip the 2 front bits back.
Yep. So, get opposite. So where the first wave sits, pin it in place there. And we let that cool.
Oh, that is fabulous.
Okay. So it all blends in, so you can't see any gaps in it. Okay. You can put some hairspray on that, and then once it's set, you can take your clips out at the front. Okay. Right? Everyone all right with that?
Yeah.
We can recap the video if you need to. All right? Okay.
So if you take her little clips out and then I'll. That side's sitting much nicer than the other side.
She is my villager.
Emails from the beauty show, the other ones you said when you go to one in London. I went to ask.
I love the rest of it. I think it's a lovely style.